for the sky.
Chapter 2. Logan's Leap.
Logan sat up, brushing dust from his jeans. "Whoa," he whispered, blinking at the strange new world around him. The ground wasn't carpet or grass, but a bright green platform with neat blocky edges, as if it had been built out of giant toy bricks. Far above, square clouds drifted lazily through a perfectly blue sky. Nearby, an enormous orange pipe stuck up out of the ground like a chimney. Somewhere in the distance, the sound of cheerful music played, bouncy and teeny, like the kind from one of Dad's old computer games.
"Okay," Addison said, hands on her hips, curls bobbing. "What just happened? 1 second Dad's reading, and the next, poof."
"Not poof," Liam corrected. He scratched his head thoughtfully. "We got sucked into the story. He looked around carefully, eyes wide with curiosity. "This is amazing." Before anyone could say more, a deep, rather smug voice broke in. "Well, it's about time." The triplets all turned. Sitting calmly beside the orange pipe, tail wrapped neatly around his paws, was Dexter. Only this Dexter wasn't meowing or purring. He was speaking. Perfectly. Logan's mouth fell open. You really can talk?" Addison slapped her forehead. "Of course he can, Logan. He already did. Don't you remember? Just before we landed here."
"I thought I imagined it," Logan protested.
Dexter sniffed and began licking a paw. "Honestly, the lot of you are slow on the uptake. Yes, I can talk. Yes, I always could. But you never bothered to listen properly until now."
"You mean all those times you stared at us?" Liam whispered.
Dexter's whiskers twitched. "Exactly. You finally caught up." Addison folded her arms. "Well, if you've been keeping secrets, you'd better make yourself useful now. What do we do here?" Dexter flicked his tail toward the landscape stretching beyond them. In the distance were floating platforms, orange pipes of every size, and odd blocky shapes with question marks stamped on them. Some of the blocks hovered in midair, others bobbed up and down like balloons. "You've got a level to clear," Dexter said simply. Logan's face lit up. "A level? Like in a video game?" "More or less," Dexter replied, already grooming the other paw. "Each of you has something to prove before you can move forward. And no, I'm not going to spell it out. Figure it out yourselves." Logan punched the air. "Finally! My kind of adventure!" The children started walking. The ground beneath their sneakers made a faint boing sound with every step. From somewhere nearby, a blocky bird popped out of a pipe, squawked, and darted back in. Addison shrieked and grabbed Liam's arm. "This place is weird," she muttered. "Look, it's brilliant," Liam said softly, steadying the bird's trail of square feathers still floating in the air like confetti. Soon, the path ended at the edge of a vast gap. Far below churned a glowing orange mist, swirling like molten lava. Stretching across the gap were floating platforms wide enough to stand on, but each one rose and sank at a different speed. Some fast, some slow, some tilting side to side. Hovering above the first platform was a glowing sign that read, "Only the bold may cross." Addison groaned. "Well, that rules me out. I'm not risking my neck for a silly sign." Liam's brow furrowed. "It looks dangerous. One slip and..." He peered into the swirling orange mist, shivering. "I don't think it has a bottom." But Logan was already bouncing on his heels, excitement bubbling out of him. "This is it! My challenge! Come on, guys. It's easy. You just jump." Before anyone could stop him, he sprinted forward and leapt onto the first platform. It wobbled violently, nearly tipping him off. "Whoa!" he whooped, arms flailing as he regained his balance. "See? Easy." "Logan!" Addison cried. "Get back here before you break your neck." But Logan was already laughing and bouncing to the next platform. Each time he landed, the platform dipped, then sprang him higher, as if the world itself was egging him on. Liam cupped his hands around his mouth. "You can't just charge in without thinking." But Logan wasn't listening. He was in his element, tumbling, rolling, slipping, but always catching himself at the last second. Every near fall turned into a dramatic trick. He whooped with joy, treating it more like a playground than a test of courage. Halfway across, the mist roared. From its depths rose a monstrous figure, a giant blocky creature shaped like a hammer, with a grim stone-carved face. It slammed down onto one of the platforms with an earth-shaking thud. The shockwave nearly toppled Logan.
Addison gasped. He'll never make it past that thing.
Logan's eyes gleamed. Oh, yes, I will. The hammer monster lifted its massive stone arm again. Logan crouched low, waiting. At the perfect moment, he sprinted forward, launched himself into the air, and somersaulted right over the monster's head. For a dizzying second, he was flying. He landed with a thud on the far side, wobbling but upright.
Ta-da!
Logan announced, bowing with both arms spread wide. The hammer monster turned, raising its arm to smash him flat. Liam called nervously. But before the creature could strike, Dexter, who had been quietly washing behind his ears, swished his tail against the glowing signpost. The letters shimmered and changed to Level complete. Instantly, the platforms locked into place, safe and still. The hammer monster froze mid-swing, let out a disappointed groan, and melted back into the mist.
Logan pumped his fists. Did you see that? Best jump ever!
Addison rolled her eyes, though her smile betrayed her pride. You're ridiculous. You're welcome, Dexter muttered under his breath, stretching before hopping lightly onto a solid block nearby.
What was that? Addison asked suspiciously.
Nothing, Dexter said innocently, licking a paw.
Oh! Before anyone could argue further, the ground ahead shimmered. Another giant orange pipe rose from the ground, its rim glowing like a lantern.
The children exchanged looks.
Oh, Addison said, squaring her shoulders.
I guess it's my turn next.
Dexter's golden eyes gleamed. Indeed, and I suspect your challenge won't be quite so bouncy.
The pipe gave a low hum, as though waiting. The adventure wasn't over. It was only just beginning. To be continued.